Hello, my dear listeners. My name is Kishore Ganesh, and in this episode of the Vocal About Visuals podcast, I will be sharing my thoughts on the latest episode of the Grand Tour, and quite literally, pardon my French here, Carnage A Trois, which you can watch right now on Amazon Prime Video. Let me begin by saying that I am a huge fan of the quote-unquote boys, who are composed of Jeremy Clarkson, James May and Richard Hammond, right from their Top Gear days. In fact, I have been watching Top Gear and the Grand Tour for close to a decade now, and in many cases have gone back and watched older episodes multiple times. In my opinion, they are some of the best humorists and broadcasters in the world, and they've always provided quality entertainment. Now, I don't know what their political ideologies are, cause British politics confuses me, but whenever they spout some of their ideologies on screen, it is not in alignment with what I believe in, and their blind devotion to the ICE or the internal combustion engine gets very grating sometimes. It's not that I hate the ICE myself. I hate the fuel that goes into it and the emissions that come out of it. But at the same time, I also love cars. And this dichotomy also spills over to the hosts. Even though their political and even life ideologies are not in alignment with mine, and even though Jeremy Clarkson is a Chelsea fan, yuck, I'm still a fan of their work. The idea of traveling the world in cars with your mates is something of a dream of mine, and in a way, I'm living vicariously through them. Not just this, the passion they have for the car is actually admirable and is one of the key reasons that keeps pulling me back to the show. Anyway, I think I have waxed poetic enough about the hosts and the shows. Now let's focus on the episode. Carnage A Trois is a pandemic episode. The boys couldn't travel the world, so it is filmed completely in the UK. The episode plays to the strengths of the hosts and the situation they find themselves in, and thereby masks, wink wink, the limitations. This episode, when the Grand Tour was a weekly episodic show, would have been a kind of a filler episode, and even within an episode would have been a filler segment. I'm using the word filler here from the point of view that it doesn't involve a lot of travel and hence doesn't require the talent in the crew to expend a lot of money or time. These episodes are educational and are there to serve as a breather. Of course, all this is my opinion and I've tried to articulate it to the best of my ability, and any disagreements are valid and welcome. And now getting back to the episode here, the Grand Tour team has embraced this format wholeheartedly and the end result is tremendous. The strength of the show that is being leaned on here is the comedic talent that the team has in abundance, and the entire 1 hour episode is one that is funny, entertaining, educational and ends up being a great story. One scene where James May holds a particular position, stance, pose, whatever you want to call it, and keeps on driving his French car while listening to a French pop song is the funniest thing I've seen in a very long time and actually made me laugh out loud. It will not be amiss to say that close to 85 to 90% of this episode is superlatively funny and the jokes and the bits land perfectly. In summary, I enjoy this episode wholeheartedly and think that it is the perfect thing to watch during the holiday period. It is warm, funny, educational, showcases bonhomie and breezes by. Watch it if you are a fan of The Boys, the show, and British humour. Once again, my name is Kishore Ganesh. This is the Vocal About Visuals podcast, and thank you, my dear listeners, for your time and for listening.